Hi, this is my late World Cup 2022 prediction. Sorry, because there's already a few match days. That has already been, but there's only one game. Okay, let's start. Qatar, Ecuador, Senegal, and the Netherlands. So, Qatar is obviously the host, but they lost to Ecuador 2-0. And also, Ecuador did beat Qatar, but that was like the easiest team. And Senegal are the best team in Africa right now. Netherlands is like the best team, like the only informed team in Europe. So this is a tough group, but I still think Netherlands gets first. I don't think there's. So Qatar gets last. Let me just break it to you. Qatar gets last. They'll probably not even get. So who do I think will get second? Senegal or Ecuador? After seeing that run from Senegal, even though Senegal lost Mane, they still have lots of talent. So I'll put them second and Ecuador third. Oh no. Group B, which is England, Iran, USA, and Wales. Anyone can make it out of the group. England are the obvious favorites. Bad run in the Nations League, but no one cares. But still, even though they didn't care, they still lost 4-0 to Hungary. Come on, dude. Their other three are very underrated. Iran, who's one of the underdogs in Asia right now. USA isn't doing that good. And Wales is very underrated. They made it to the semifinal in Euro 2016 and made it to the round of 16 in Euro 2020. So I still think England gets first. But do I think USA gets last, though? Just due to Greg Berhalter. On here, the popular predictions. Yeah, anyway. Who do I think gets second? Wales. I normally predict Iran, but just for a change, I think Wales got it. Okay, Argentina, Saudi Arabia, Mexico, and Poland. So, no questions asked. Argentina gets first. They're on a 36-game non-losing streak. They haven't lost in 36 games. They're probably going to beat Italy's record. So, Saudi Arabia gets last. Sorry. They got so unlucky with the draw. Seriously. So, it's either Mexico or Poland. Mexico hasn't been doing good, but we don't know. Poland's unpredictable. They did pretty good in the Nations League, but they just got a new manager recently, so we don't know. But they look better. But I don't know why, I still believe Mexico. I'm sorry. Yeah, I am annoyed. I'm just going with it. France, Australia, Denmark, and Tunisia. So France won 2018. But will the Champions Curse happen? AKA the Champions Curse is where when you win the World Cup, you'll fail in the next you'll fail in the group stage next. But it's so hard to see them lose. But Australia barely qualified, terribly qualifiers run. Just barely beat Denmark on pens. Denmark is pretty underrated, most underrated side in Europe right now. They almost won the Nations League, but they lost to Croatia. But they made it to the semifinals in Euro 2020. They probably had an easy run, yes. But still, that is impressive. And Tunisia, okay. I don't know. I still think Denmark gets first. But France isn't the same as 2018, but I think they'll break the curse. Tunisia or Australia. I think Tunisia gets third. Australia gets fourth. Oh, no, definitely not. Okay, Spain, Costa Rica, Germany, and Japan. So Spain, the clear favorites are Spain and Germany to make it through. But there's still two underrated sides, Costa Rica and Japan. Let's start with Spain. They barely won their Nations League group. They obviously disqualified the World Cup. They won it once in 2010. Didn't do really good in either in 2014 or 2018. But I think they still can get first. But Costa Rica, they had a fairy tale. In 2014, they had Italy, England, and Uruguay. But they still got first and made it to the quarterfinals. And obviously, Keylor Navas is the star of the team. But anyway, and Germany, it's obviously another favor under Hansi Flick. But they weren't too good. Nations League, they obviously qualified. And Japan, very underrated side. They can do anything. Anyway, I wouldn't, if out of those two, Costa Rica and Japan, to make it out, I think Japan got it. But sadly, I think I'm just going to be boring. But Japan will make it they'll make an upset here. They'll definitely get one of the big teams struggling. Even a draw. They'll get a draw against at least one. That's okay. Belgium. Next, Group F. Belgium, Canada, Morocco, and Croatia. So Belgium's is obviously the clear favorites here. So yeah. Anyway, so Belgium is Belgium is obviously the favorite. I already said that. But they're not as good as 2018. Their golden generation, is disintegrating. Their players are getting older. Like De Bruyne, Lukaku, all of them are getting pretty old. For soccer. They're not as good as 2018. Well, and Canada topped their qualifiers group in CONCACAF over Mexico and the US and every other team. Underrated side. And their first World Cup since 1986. And Morocco, they just got a new manager. They brought in Ziyech, their best, or Hakim, I forgot, one of their best players in Morocco. Finally, Croatia. They obviously made it to the finals in the World Cup 2018. But we just lost to France. But we have been a little questionable after the World Cup. We barely made it out of the group in Euro 2020. Even though we lost to Spain, that was a banger of a match. Went to extra time. But in this Nations League, we beat France for the first time ever and topped Denmark. And I guess Austria. Yeah. So out of those four, I think Croatia gets first. I know, probably because I'm a supporter of Croatia and Canada. But I think Belgium still gets it. But I want to believe in Canada. If Canada wants a result, it has to be in Morocco. They're playing them last. Anyway, Group G. Brazil, Serbia, Switzerland, and Cameroon. So Brazil is obviously the favorites. They won the most World Cups. 5, literally. Serbia looks very underrated. They topped Portugal in the qualifiers. But Portugal is still qualified. Serbia topped their Nations League group. Even though they didn't make it to the Euro 2020, they're doing way better now. They beat it just recently, Bahrain, 5-1. And that's just a few days. You wouldn't care. Switzerland, a very underrated side. Like in the Euro 2020, they beat it France. They did Nations League, they're pretty good. Like, they beat Spain and Portugal at the end. And Cameroon, they got so unlucky. Yeah, I guess they did good. And they're one of the only teams, African teams, to make it to the quarterfinal. No African teams ever made it past the quarterfinals. So, we don't know who's going to be. But who do I think gets first? Brazil. Cameroon, last. Do I go for Serbia or Switzerland? I think Serbia gets second. But I wouldn't be surprised if Switzerland gets it. But Serbia is so underrated. And finally, the group, Portugal, Ghana, Uruguay, and South Korea. So, Portugal has Ronaldo, obviously, but his last World Cup. And the team's still good. But under their manager, they're not looking too good. Ghana, they're the worst ranked team. I'm surprised. For the World Cup. Oh. Sorry. Anyway, Uruguay, obviously, they won 2 World Cups before. But they're not looking the best. They barely qualified. South Korea, very underrated. I still think Portugal gets first, and Uruguay, and South Korea, and Ghana. So it's time for the knockouts. Okay, starting with Netherlands versus Wales. Wales is underrated, but I think Netherlands got it. Going to the quarterfinals. Yeah, sure, I'll pick the score. I think Netherlands win 2-1. Yeah. Argentina, versus France. I think Argentina gets revenge. Like, Argentina is so underrated right now. It's either them or Brazil winning the World Cup, in my opinion. Those two. Anyway, I think the 3-1. Okay, next. Spain versus Belgium. I think it's a tough one. Obviously, Belgium's generation's disintegrating. Or, dying. Well, not really. It's just fading away since more players. It's getting worse and worse every year. But Spain isn't looking the best. They had a very questionable in the Euro 2020 group stage, but they made it to the semis. Almost made it to the finals. Just lost 2 penalties to Italy. But I still think they beat Belgium. Just a simple 2-0.
Yeah, no, but I mean, he had...
Oops. Sorry about the... Okay, next. Brazil and Uruguay, the 2 South American. It's Brazil. Sorry, Uruguay. I think you could, get a goal. I still think, Uruguay will make it close. England, I really want to go Senegal, but I don't think they can do it. I really wish they could. Okay, I think it'll just be a 2-0 win. If Senegal had Mane, I would be more faith. Okay, Denmark, yeah. Mexico's not doing good. Yeah, that's not really accurate. 3-2. Okay. Oh no, Croatia and Germany. So I really want to say Croatia. They topped their next league in Germany, but I just really can't see Croatia. Germany getting out this early on. It's so hard to believe. Croatia sadly loses. I really wish I could, but I just can't see them winning. I'm so sorry. Come on, Croatia, you can do it. Okay, Portugal and Serbia. Yeah, I might change that. I don't know. Portugal, I think they'll get revenge on Serbia. Did I just call them Serbia? Whatever. And finally, the No. Netherlands and Argentina. They played in 2014, I think. Argentina did win, and I think it's the same. I think they're gonna win. What? No. 1, 2. Spain versus Brazil. Yeah, I think Brazil gets it. I think it'll just be 2-0. England versus Denmark. Yeah, even though England beat Denmark, adios, England. You're losing to Denmark. Yeah. That would be a huge upset. Germany, sorry, Portugal. 1-0. No, Argentina versus Brazil. I think Argentina barely wins. It's 1-0, a late winner from Messi. Yeah, I'm predicting. Germany versus Denmark. Denmark is probably celebrating they made it this far, but Germany wins. Sorry. Like, no. Like 4-2. I'll predict a big height. And the rematch of 2014. Who do I think will become victorious? Argentina. I think they'll just win 2-1. Let's go. Argentina wins. Thanks for watching the video. Sorry it's long. But that's my World Cup 2022 predictions. Okay, bye.